What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Tom from Cookie Platinum Productions. Today we're going to be showing you how to set up reverb and adjust your reverb in your Pro Tools session. Alright, so step one, what you want to do is you want to go to your setup option up here at the top of the screen. It's your setup, and you want to go to your input output. In your input output, what you want to do is you go in here to your bus and you're going to name it. We're going to set up for 3 different types of reverbs. We're going to do a plate reverb, a room reverb, and a hall reverb. So what you want to do is you come in here and name your bus, which I already did. You double click it and you type in what you want it to be called, which for that one is plate, then you got room, then you got hall. Once you're done with that, click OK and you come back to your mix screen. The first thing you want to do in your mix screen is you hold Alt, which is going to select all tracks, and you go to your first send, and you go down to bus, click on plate. Now all your tracks have the plate reverb ready to go. And same thing for the hall and the room. Alright, now once you got your send set up for your reverbs, you want to make your auxiliary tracks, which you're going to place your reverb plugins on. So you come up to track, up here at the top, click new track. You're going to want to make 3 stereo aux inputs. Click create. Now you got 3 stereo tracks, and the reason we made those auxiliary tracks after is because if we would have held Alt now and put these sends on here, it would have been on your aux tracks, and you don't want sends on your aux tracks. You want your plugins, your inserts on your auxiliary tracks. For all your reverb tracks, you're going to want to put your input level on your fader, or I'm sorry, your output level, your gain, you want that at -10 so you don't overload on your reverb. So you want -10 decibels on all 3 of your auxiliary inputs. Alright, once you have all 3 of those set up, you want to route your bus inputs to the inputs of your auxiliary track. So first one, we're going to go bus, we're going to go plate, second one is room, third one is going to be hall. The reason we set up 3 different reverbs is because you want your instruments to have a different depth, like it was a real performance. So the plate is going to be like the furthest away with the least amount of echo and delay on it for like drums. Plate is for drums. Room, you want to use that on like melody instruments, guitars, things like that, because those are kind of like in the middle of the setting. And then the hall, you want to put a hall on, you know, lead guitars, lead vocals, stuff that you want to be more in the forefront of the performance. And those are just recommendations. You can do it really however you like. That's just normal perspective. Okay, so you got all 3 of your aux tracks. You got them labeled down here at the bottom. You got them plate, room, and hall. And then you got the inputs up here, plate, room, and hall. What you want to do is, what I like to do is, I got all my drum tracks here. I got my kick, snare, tom, clap, hi-hat. What I like to do is separate them. I put the plate there, as you can see up here. It's like a separator in a sense. I know everything to the left of my plate is my drum tracks. And then what I'm going to do is take the room and put that on the melody instruments, and that kind of separates that. And then I got my hall instruments, my lead instruments, to the left of the hall. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to go up to your insert on your first auxiliary track, and you're going to click on reverb plugin, and you can use whatever plugin you want. I'm just going to go simple here, and we'll just go with the D-verb. That's standard with Pro Tools. It's a good reverb. You just got to know how to set it. For this is going to be plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on my presets here and put plate. This is a preset that I designed already. I got diffusion at 100%. I got the decay about a second and a half. You got a pre-delay of 1 millisecond, real short pre-delay. And then the high pass and low pass, I just got them at 12 kilohertz. Gives it a good sound. What you do, you put that on there, and what you can do is you can hold Alt and click on that plug-in that you just put in and drag it to your next aux track, and you just copied it. And what you want to do, once you do that, is you go in there and you make sure you don't have it on plate again. You put it on room, because that's our second aux track is room. And then same thing again for the third track, and that's going to be your hall. Once it pop up, click it, change it to hall.